He called 911 from my backyard. A teenager, soaking wet by my pool, yelling at the cops that I was illegally locking him out of his neighborhood pool. But here's the thing, it wasn't his pool, it was mine. And I had the deed in my back pocket to prove it. What started as a dream move for me and my daughter quickly turned into a hostile standoff with a self-declared HOA queen and her entitled son who thought trespassing. It's about fighting for your space, your peace, and your right not to be bullied by the loudest voice on the block. Lying and twisting the police were just part of neighborhood traditions. Clawing back from a brutal divorce. My daughter Emma and I lived in a cramped apartment, no yard, no peace, just bills and dreams of a place to call our own. This isn't just about a pool. 6 months before that showdown, I was a single mom. Then I found a foreclosure in Maplewood Estates. 4 bedrooms, quiet streets. I used to be HOA president. You'll find things run smoother if you stick with the neighborhood traditions, she said. And best of all, a backyard pool. I moved fast and read every line of the contract. No active HOA, no easements, no community access. The previous owner let neighborhood kids use it, not me. She turned the neighborhood Facebook group into a war zone. Others reached out in secret, warning me she'd done this before. Posting vague rants about selfish newcomers refusing to share community resources. I politely told her the pool was private. Caught red-handed, he yelled I was stealing public property. The pool was mine, clear as day. Perfect blonde bob, fake smile, teenage son trailing behind her. My attorney confirmed no HOA, no shared pool, no legal obligation to let anyone in. Or so I thought. That's when Karen Whitmore showed up. Hi, I'm Karen. She meant the pool. Her smile cracked. Oh, maybe you don't understand how things work here, she said. The officers checked records, no HOA, no rights for anyone else. Her son Derek said nothing but stared at my pool like it already belonged to him. Boys will be boys, she said, accusing me of being unfriendly. Derek was told next time he'd face real charges. It started small wet footprints, random towels left behind. He apologized, said Karen knew the HOA was gone, admitted she'd lied, and begged me not to press charges. Then beer cans and cigarette butts. They sneaked in when I wasn't home. We laugh, host friends, and no longer watch the gate waiting for the next intrusion. I called Corinne, who brushed it off. No more rants. No more power. One day, I found Derek and his friends throwing a pool party in my backyard. I snapped and kicked them out. Derek looked me dead in the eye and said, "You can't stop us. This pool belongs to the neighborhood." That night, I installed a heavy-duty lock and no trespassing signs everywhere. Corinne wasn't done. Some neighbors believed her. I wasn't just fighting trespassing, I was fighting a smear campaign, so I lawyered up. I installed high-def security cameras with night vision and motion alerts. The very next morning, Derek climbed my fence again. I told him to leave or I'd call the cops. He called first. When the police arrived, Derek spun a dramatic tale about me, locking him out of a community pool. I handed over the deed. Derek's story fell apart. Karen showed up mid-scene, furious, shouting about tradition. The officers shut her down cold. She was warned for encouraging trespassing and misusing 911. That should have been the end. But a week later, I got a handwritten letter from Karen's husband. I didn't respond. Instead, I built a taller fence, upgraded my security, and finally got my peace. Emma and I swim in that pool now without fear. Karen lost all her clout in the neighborhood. Derek walks with his head down now. Turns out when entitled people run out of lies, all they're left with is silence. If stories like this make your blood boil or just make you feel seen, hit that like button. Subscribe to Dead End Declaration for more real-life tales where things go sideways and justice hits back harder.